In the big developments to watch, Trump's administration said it agreed to hold more talks with Russia. And in fact, Trump administration and Russia had a 4.5 meeting in Riyadh. The high-level teams are said to be appointed to work towards a Russia-Ukraine war resolution. And interestingly, as Neeraj pointed out, Ukrainian President Zelensky was not invited to the talks. Trump said post that meeting that he would meet with Putin before the end of February, and he's also brushed aside the concerns that were raised by Ukraine at being left out, saying that they should have joined earlier, Neeraj.
Yeah, well, it's just, one certainly hopes that one way or the other this comes to an end, because it's just humanitarian purposes, it's great. But yeah, I think the first leg has turned out to be interesting. But as you said, the two uncertain things, one is what happens to geopolitics and one is what happens to tariffs.
Tariffs. Yeah, and tariffs, in fact, is the second talking point if we're talking about the global setup today. And the fact that US President Donald Trump said that he intends to impose tariffs on auto as well as pharmaceuticals and semiconductor chips in the neighborhood of 25%. Listen into what he had to say.
We're going to be announcing some very, very big, momentous decisions are being made by companies all around the world, the biggest, and they want to come back into the U.S. Car plants are being canceled in other locations now because they want to build them here. I think it's a very important thing, and you'll be seeing this over the next, probably over the next 2 years, to be honest, but you're going to see a lot of it over the next couple of weeks. A lot of big ones are going to be announcing.
Mr. President, have you decided specifically what the auto tariff rate should be?
Yeah, I probably will tell you that on April 2nd, but it'll be in the neighborhood of 25%.
What about semiconductors and pharmaceuticals?
It'll be 25% and higher, and it'll go very substantially higher over a course of a year. But we want to give them time to come in because, as you know, when they come into the United States and they have their plant or factory here, there is no tariff.
Now, these would be interesting times for sure. But with the announcement of these reciprocal tariffs by Donald Trump, there is ongoing discussion about how the Indian economy will tackle this challenge. Union Minister of Commerce and Industry, Piyush Goyal, spoke at the NDTV Profit conclave, assuring that there is no need to worry. He believes that India and the US can provide mutual benefits to each other. Listen in.
Our situation with America is pretty much different than many other countries. And therefore, as I said earlier, we complement each other. We can give mutual concessions to each other, tariff reductions, make it easier to import and export both between the two countries. We've already taken a significant number of measures to strengthen the US-India relationship. We have both strategic, bilateral, multilateral engagements. We have defense ties. We have strong ties in education and people-to-people ties. So together, we are working on several initiatives. Trade will supplement our efforts to do much greater good for the people of US and India.
Okay. By the way, that entire chat is available on social media. We will play it through the day as well. There's a lot that was spoken about by the Union Minister, including his definition of what Viksit Bharat means. But let's talk about what happened in trade yesterday.